Most people arrive in Japan thinking everything with a tatami is a ryokan. But the truth is, Japan has 3 very different types of traditional inns, and choosing the wrong one completely changes your experience. Today I'm staying at a small pension in the Kyoto hills, and last night I slept in a classic ryokan in Gion. So this is the perfect moment to show you through real places what separates a ryokan, a Minshuku, and a pension, and how each one shapes your trip in a totally different way. And here's the first thing that surprises almost everyone. A ryokan is not just a Japanese-style hotel. It's something much deeper, softer, and more intentional. A ryokan isn't about rules or etiquette. It's about entering a different pace of life. The room is quiet on purpose. Kyoto ryokans are designed to soften the world around you. One flower, one scroll, soft shoji light. Everything is arranged with intention. This is where Kyoto becomes different. Shadows, silence, and stillness. These hallways calm you just as much as any onsen could. It's not about soaking in minerals, it's about soaking in silence. A ryokan isn't defined by onsen water or even by luxury. It's defined by atmosphere, by shoji glowing softly at night, by the faint scent of tatami, by the feeling that time is slowing down around you. Ryokans grew out of Japan's old tea house culture. Everything is designed to calm the senses. The wooden creak of the hallway, a tiny garden hidden inside the building. A ryokan is not accommodation, it's a cultural performance. A slow, deliberate one. But this experience comes with structure. Set mealtimes, seasonal kaiseki dinners, futon instead of beds, and a rhythm that's soft but ceremonial. If you've never stayed in a ryokan before, this nighttime stillness might be the moment that stays with you the longest. And then there is something completely different. If a ryokan is a cultural theater, a Minshuku is a warm family kitchen. Minshuku are usually run by one family, the rooms are simple, the food is home-cooked, and you often eat what the family eats. When I stayed at a Minshuku like the Magome Chaya on the Nakasendo Trail, what stood out was the warmth. It doesn't try to impress you, it just welcomes you in. Tatami rooms, shared spaces, and meals that taste like they came from someone's home. The highlight isn't design, it's connection. A Minshuku is the closest you get to stepping into someone's home. But what if you want something even simpler? Something quieter, lighter, without rituals? That's where the pension comes in. A pension is what you stay at when you want nature, calm, and a room that feels a little bit more familiar. Tonight I'm staying at a pension in the Kyoto hills. The room looks more like a European inn. A western bed, wooden floor, a simple layout. But the view is unmistakably Kyoto. Pensions are usually run by small families, often in the countryside or mountain areas. They are not focused on tatami, not centered around kaiseki, and not concerned with ceremony. And here's the unexpected part. For the right traveler, this could be the most relaxing stay of all. No structured dinner time and no layers of etiquette, just quiet mornings, soft mountain air, and the feeling of being in a home tucked away in nature. Even though a pension isn't a ryokan, places like this still carries a quiet traditional charm. Simple meals, soft tatami, and a view like this. It feels like a peaceful corner of Kyoto you would never find in the city. This type of stay is ideal if you want a simple night's rest. Western comfort, Japanese harmony, and a peaceful escape from the city. So, how do you choose? Here's the simplest way to understand it. A ryokan is for culture, a minshuku is for connection, a pension is for comfort. And you know what? You don't need to choose just one. One night you can experience the elegance and quiet formality of a ryokan. Another night you can share a home-cooked meal at a minshuku. And then here in the Kyoto hills, you can end your trip in a pension with a mountain view and morning light. Each type of stay reveals a different side of Japan, a different rhythm, a different kind of silence, a different part of how this country rests. In Japan, the place you sleep is never just a place to sleep. It's a part of the journey, part of the story, part of the feeling you bring home. So whether you choose tatami and ceremony, a family table, or a quiet bed in the mountains, choose the stay that matches the pace you want your trip to have. And remember, Japan has many ways of welcoming you. You just have to pick the one that feels right for your journey. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. ありがとうございました。じゃあバイバイ。ありがとうございました。